For the past 10 years, Living Proof Exhibit has been providing hope and compassion through the arts and celebrating the creative spirit of those touched by cancer. I'm Denise Hanitka, and I am here in this garden today, surrounded by some beautiful artwork created by cancer survivors. This exhibition is one of many ways that Living Proof Exhibit provides relief from the stress of a cancer diagnosis. So let's take a walk. Our stroll through the garden today is our visualization of hope. I want to show you this first piece. It's by Linda Sykes. It's a watercolor monotype called A Blustery Blue Storm. Perfect name because you can really feel the movement in these clouds. Now over here, this piece is by Terry Reinartz. She created this negative space acrylic during one of the Living Proof Exhibit's creative sessions. And over here, Judy Heath has a watercolor that's called Bromeliads on Fire, and it just explodes with color and energy. Art has been a part of her life since she was a child. She soon learned that seeing things with an artist's eye is very different than it is for those who don't. Judy says we see everything in values, depth, and relevance. We are cropping and pasting constantly everything we see. Seeing the reflection in a small puddle at the side of the road is overlooked by most, but not an artist. Mentally, we're seeing the color value and depth and feasibility of incorporating it into a painting down the road. Judy was diagnosed with breast and lung cancer in 2017, and for a year and a half, those treatments quashed any feelings of creativity that she had, until she took a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Italy, and when she returned, she was ready to paint again. Art has always been such an important part of her life. Now for our first photograph in the collection. The artist of this photograph is Pat Dilla. It's called Clouds Over the Prairie, and it offers a quiet time of solitude, especially as your eyes get lost into those deep, dark grays. Now, contrast this quiet tone with this piece over here. And how about a little whimsy on our walk as we take a look at this watercolor piece? This is Peter Rabbit by Sue Lemon. Our next artist, Mary Ellen Cunningham, must have a vacation on the brain right now. This photograph triggers all the senses. You can feel your toes in the sand, that cold drink in your hand, and you can hear the waves rolling onto the beach. It's all right in this picture. Now from a beach vacation to an Arctic expression. This piece is called Iceland, and it's by Kent Broadbent. And it's made using oil and a textured paste. The texture is what really draws you into this one. Kent's cancer journey began on February 15th, 2010. After surgery and treatments, he fell into a deep funk. Why did this happen to him? Why was he so lucky to survive when so many others had died? And when would his cancer, that he still has, end his life? Still depressed in the winter of 2013, Kent stumbled upon his old oil paints and brushes in the basement when he was snowed in for a couple days. He always thought he might start painting again when he retired. Now he thought, why wait? He cleaned his brushes, found an old canvas that hadn't been used, and started painting. He lost himself in painting for a couple hours and just felt happy again. He realized he forgot about feeling sorry for himself when he was creating art. Art comes in many forms, including in the form of jewelry. Marla Anditch created this necklace and earring set using a polymer clay and a wire wrapping. This next photo is just as relaxing as the beach. Pamela Crouch's photo of Cooper is such a good reminder of how important our pets are in this process to keep us calm when we're feeling stressed, and Cooper's been on Pamela's side every step of the way. The bright colors jump right out of the frame of this piece. Nancy Early's painting is called Three Sisters, inspired by and named after her three sisters. And family is also the inspiration behind this next piece. The artist is Lene Ramos, and her piece is called Tender Hearts. There is inspiration in every inch of this piece called Focusing the Power. It's a mixed media collage by Teresa Saltzman. She created it in one of the creative sessions at Living Proof Exhibit. Another mixed media piece to show you. This one is called Crow's Meadow. It's by the artist Gina Kirschbaum. As a child, Gina was always drawing, coloring, painting, and creating. It was her thing. As an adult, though, life took over and her art was put aside. Married with 3 boys and a full-time job, there was just no time for her art, although she squeezed in creativity when she could. In 2008, cancer took over Gina's life. Diagnosed with stage 3C melanoma, she spent all of her time and energy doing everything she could to live. The cancer came back 2 more times. No longer able to work, Gina says she found herself bored and depressed. Then she found art again. Art gave me back my life, she says. She is alive, and she believes that's what her work embodies: joy, color, and most of all, life. Carol Brandt used glass mosaic on stone as a form of meditation during her cancer treatments. This piece came together as Frog. Each of these artists embodies the joy and hope of Living Proof exhibit. Each one has benefited from the healing powers of the arts provided by Living Proof exhibit. This is what your gift supports. So join me in celebrating these creative spirits and by supporting a wonderful organization.